Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Joseph Ellen Boss, this is 23-01644. Mr. Ellen Boss, can you please start your video? Okay, Mr. Ellen Boss, you can hear us?
Yes,
Very
yes,
good.
Your Honor. And
Okay,
you
it
can
says
hear
your
me?
bandwidth, yep, your bandwidth is low, so if you don't hear any portions, let me know. Today's
Okay.
the date set for a arraignment for a probation violation. I have a request in summons for probation violation that alleges that you committed the following technical probation violations. The allegations are that you provided no evidence of compliance while at the holding house, and that per MMRS, the defendant was to complete intensive outpatient at Safe Harbor, but left on June 25th, 2025, relapsed and never returned. So you have the right to have a contested hearing on those violations. You have the right to be an attorney at that hearing, and you have the right to present evidence to support your defense to these allegations. If the prosecution, being the city attorney's office and the probation office, is able to sustain these violations against you, you could be subject to jail time as a penalty, or I can continue or extend your probation with other oversight measures imposed. You understand that?
I understand all of those things, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you want an attorney to represent you for these violations?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not going to. I'm going to tell you how this works. You want an
Okay,
attorney.
I'm sorry.
So we have
I'm
to
sorry.
enter a not guilty plea because you got to counsel with their attorney before we can take your plea, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No problem, no problem. I just wanted to stop you before you said anything that could be used against you. Okay, so
Okay.
Miss Sutter is in the courtroom. She's gonna log in and meet with you in just a moment when she's free, okay?
Okay.
October 21st at 1:15 is the date that we're gonna schedule for a hearing on the violation. That'll give the public defender's office time to request discovery or information about the allegation of violation, okay?
October 21st?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Hang tight. I'm gonna put you on mute and then she'll log in just a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Allie Dietz in custody?
Yes, Your Honor, that's Mr. Raleigh. He's over in Judge Flores' court right now. Once this gift is brought up, I can go grab Mr. Raleigh.
Okay, that's fine. Then what's your name?
Oh, and the intern.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And then we have.
This is Miss Aisha Green from this morning. She was originally scheduled at 9:30.
All right. What's your name?
I'm just checking for 2 o'clock for the Cox firm.
Repeat that louder for me, please.
The Cox firm, my attorney Ryan.
What case?
Case ending in 3669.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, on the record, in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing, this is Aisha Green, 24 L2874742. I have 743 and 741. Council appearance.
Brandon Waddell's Deputy City Attorney, City of Lansing.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Green, who is standing to my right.
Okay. Last time we were here, you were supposed to have an appointment with Secretary of State to reset these. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. I've spoken with Ms. Green as well as Mr. Waddell here. She did previously have an appointment with the Secretary of State. Unfortunately, her daughter was hospitalized, and that is still an ongoing emergency with their family. She did reschedule her Secretary of State appointment. That is for tomorrow morning at 11:20 a.m. If the court is willing, we'd be asking for a 2 to 3 week adjournment to attend that meeting and make sure that she's getting all the paperwork that she needs from that, so we can provide it to the city of Lansing.
You said how long?
2 to 3 weeks.
Do October 21st.
October 21st at 11.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem.
Your Honor, you said 11.
11 a.m.
Thank you very much.
We'll get you a notice to appear for that date and time, okay, Ms. Green? Have any questions? Okay. Need a shout out?
Nothing further. Thank you.
You're all set. What's going on with this? Hold up. 2, 5, 8, 9, 10. on the record in the matter of Elena Watkins versus Donald Roberts, 24-03789. State your name for the record.
Elena Watkins.
Roberts, unmute yourself and please start your video.
Can you hear
State your
me?
name for the record.
Donald Roberts.
Okay, today was the date that was set for a motion, and this motion was filed by you, Ms. Watkins. It was a motion to set aside a dismissal.
Yes.
Let's see. Party candidate. Okay. So you both were here back on August 21st.
Yes.
You met privately. You didn't file anything after that.
Nobody told me.
No,
It's
I
usually
think there was a
court gets a judgment. I
Did
was
you-
asked the court to get eviction for Mr. Donald.
You met with him. You have to prepare the paperwork. We didn't receive any paperwork. If we don't receive a judgment for the court to review, then we have to
Well,
dismiss the
somebody
case.
first remind me. I never did it
You
before.
know- You never did what before?
That I didn't write the judgment myself before. The court did.
I've never written a
all this
judgment
judge.
for you a day in my life.
I never wrote the judgment myself. Always court does the judgment.
You don't know how to complete the judgment paperwork?
No,
Okay, you have a lot of evictions here.
yeah, but I never do that. Your assistant does that. I just
Mm-hmm.
signed, that's all.
Did you sign a judgment before you left?
No,
Well, then
nobody
how did
gave
you-
me the paperwork.
Well, then you left before it was signed. If you don't get paperwork in,
Well,
don't cut me off.
you
You
are,
don't cut me, do not cut me off. If you do not see to it that the paperwork is done and you leave, he can't go track you down. I can't go track you down. I'm not going to track you down. It's not my job to track you down. We were here. Paperwork needs to be completed before you leave, whether you're going to dismiss the case, whether you're going to move forward with a conditional dismissal, whether you're going to do a judgment, whether you want to reset. You can't just leave and assume that the court took over your eviction for you. We don't know what your resolution is. We don't know unless you tell us. And so when you don't tell us a resolution, we sit and wait for something to be filed. My note was that you all met, that you were going to you came to a resolution that you were going to agree that he can pay by the September 6th or 7th, he can stay at the property. That's what you told the court. If he can pay by September 6th or the 7th, he could stay in the property. You left here without completing any paperwork and you all had that agreement. The court's not intervening with your agreement. That's what you resolved. You didn't put it in writing. When we don't get anything after that, I have to move to dismiss the case because it's not moving and you've not told us what you wanted to do. It's not our responsibility to track you down. You filed the eviction, you don't leave here unless you got paperwork. I'm assuming he didn't pay his rent.
no,
Why didn't you pay by the 6th or the 7th, which was your agreement?
I had to travel out of town to Atlanta to go pick up a beneficiary check, and it wasn't ready at the time. I was told it would take a few days, so I'm headed there now to go pick it up. That's why I didn't give it to her. But everything she's saying, we actually discussed, so that's why I did not give it to her.
Everything she's saying, what discussed? You discussed, because she didn't say anything about your case.
As in-
She said that the paperwork, she expected it to be filled out by my assistant, and I explained to her how the process would work. My assistant not going to track you down if you leave. If you want paperwork, you need to communicate that, and the court will provide assistance, but I don't know what your agreement is, because based off what I was told, you all were going to agree that you would pay, sir, by the 6th or the 7th. It's now almost a month later. And I don't think she's willing to
Yes,
wait
the reason
for, I don't believe she's willing to wait for additional time. So the court's gonna grant her motion to set the dismissal aside. It was previously a default that was entered. I never removed the default. The default was still in there. I told you that at the last court date because you didn't enter paperwork. So I never removed the default. You just needed to move forward with the next step, which we can't make you do that. That's up to you. I'll set it aside. If you want to enter paperwork for a judgment, you can do that at this time. Because you should have paid by the date that you were supposed to pay. Make sure you don't leave without entering paperwork, okay? You need assistance
I
today
had a
with
question,
paperwork?
ma'am.
Yes.
So I still have every intention to do this, and I'm going to be traveling. So when this paperwork is entered, is there a chance for me to probably maybe to get a copy maybe today before I leave? Because when I'm traveling, I'm going to go pick up her money and come back with it.
The only chance for you to get it is if you were present in this courtroom. If you're not here, you're not getting a copy of it. Not today, at least, because they'll go in the mail. Ms. Watkins is here in
No, I see.
person.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I was preparing to travel, I couldn't be there in person. I can come back and try to get the paperwork today. Would it be available for me to get it today if I come back?
Yes, if you come to the court, if you come to the court before 5 o'clock, you can get a copy of the paperwork.
Okay. I'm going to make a trip to come back.
Okay, sounds good. You're all set. You're free to go, sir.
Okay.
There's these others. Ma'am, which matter are you here for?
The Midland Credit Management. I'm the defense.
What's your name?
Rachel, Bengali.
Is anybody here for the Tevin Larmond? Anybody by the name of Tevin Larmond? What's your name, sir?
Smith.
On the record in the matter of Tevin Larmond versus, I'm sorry, Briarcliff versus Tevin Larmond and all other occupants 24-03669 LT. Council, have your appearance.
Good afternoon, Judge. Rania Haddad, P84927 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, and today was the date set for a motion to set aside a dismissal and entry of judgment in the amount of $5,190.44. And this was due to the pre-trial being on August 7th. Plaintiff's attorney requested a 30-day adjournment because the defendant had applied for rental assistance and then the missed calendaring of the September 11th hearing date. And neither party appeared, and I'm assuming the plaintiff did not receive any funds.
No, Your Honor. Actually, we just received, that was from April. We did receive funds, Your Honor, but the balance due now is still pretty high, that $5,090.44.
How much was received?
So total amount of payments since April 24th is $2,545, but the total balance before that was $7,575.44. So the rent to retain is still including late fees, including some gas and a facility income, which is pursuant to the lease. I'm sorry, a facility fee income charge monthly. The total balance still remains 5,000. It's $5,190.44, but that is not inclusive of attorney fees and costs of $188.35. So total amount of redemption, Your Honor, is $5,378.79. The last payment we received was in July for $400.
Okay, so there was a supposed application for some assistance and nothing came from that.
Nothing on the ledger that I have, the current ledger, Your Honor, indicates that there's any third-party payment that was received.
So the plaintiff's motion is granted. Judgment will enter in the amount of 5,000.
It's $5,190.44 on rent to retain.
$5,190.44 rent to retain. And how much is court costs?
$188.35, Your Honor.
Costs in that amount.
The total amount of redemption of $5,378.79.
Very good. You have paperwork?
I do, Your Honor. The court like, may I approach?
Yes. Thank you. Get your copy of this and then you'll be all set.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
Thank
good
you. Thank you. Anyone here on behalf of Pink Diamond Beauty? Okay, on the record, in the matter of LAFQ versus Pink Diamond Beauty, 15-01722. Appearance for the record, counsel.
For plaintiff LAFCO, Tim Smith, P 48259. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Today was the date set for a discovery hearing. No one's appeared on behalf of Pink Diamond. How do you want to proceed?
We'll file a motion to show cause, Your Honor.
Sounds good. You'll file that paperwork to my file.
You bet. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's see, I'm on, go to appear. And for, on the record in the matter of LAFQ versus Derek Bledsoe, 23-01850, council appearance.
For plaintiff LAFCO, Tim Smith, P 48259.
Okay, Mr. Smith, today we had this matter scheduled for a motion to show cause after failure to produce, I believe, documents after the last
Correct.
court date.
Correct,
Okay.
Your Honor. After that last court date, we sent him a reminder letter of everything that had to be produced. We've received nothing from Mr. Bledsoe.
This one has a physical file, it does. Okay, warrant can issue.
Okay, for bond consideration purposes, the balance today is over 19,000. What would you like us to set bond at?
You can set it at 10%.
We'll prepare and submit, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's all I have for you, Mr. Smith. Nope,
Thank
one
you.
more.
Yeah, one more.
Yep. Lansing Automakers versus Kimberly Woods, 96-00097. Is Kimberly Woods present? Okay, council appearance.
For plaintiff LAFCO, Tim Smith, P 48259.
Okay, today was the date set for a discovery matter on this file. No one's appeared on behalf of Ms. Woods. You want to show cause on that one?
I believe we're here on a show. We had appeared previously and there were documents she had to produce. We sent a reminder letter on August 20th that related to a number of different banking relationships that she had. I thought today was actually we're here on a show cause for failing to produce those docs.
You might be right. Let me look in the.
No,
file.
Your Honor, this is a control date. I'll file a motion to show cause.
Okay,
Okay, we'll prepare that and submit. Thank you, Your Honor.
no problem. You're all set.
Okay, have a great day.
Same to you. Okay. What do you want? Without Miss Watkins. I want her to go take Miss Watkins downstairs. Let's see. Anyone here on behalf of Midland Credit Management? Okay, I see Miss Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I have Rachel Langon here. Did I say that right?
Langoni, but that's.
Langoni is present in the courtroom. Ma'am, do you have a phone that you can get on Zoom with? If not, I can get you an iPad.
I do.
Because the plaintiff's attorney is on Zoom, and this is a pretrial for a civil matter, so you all need to meet to discuss some dates for the joint pretrial statement, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, you also could discuss possibly resolving this matter. If you come to resolution, you can let me know. Counsel, did you get a copy of the court's pretrial statement form?
Your Honor, I'm looking through the file and it does not look like I have it.
I think we just forwarded it.
Because I sent it to Kenny, so I just forwarded it to.
Yeah, we just sent it to whoever the attorney of record was, which was last name Karen. My assistant just forwarded it to you. If you receive it, let me know.
Would that be via email, I assume then?
Yes.
Okay, let me check. Yes, I do have it now, Judge.
Okay, thank you. We'll get her on Zoom in just a moment.
Sure thing. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Then we also have, it's Irvion Smith. Okay,
Yes, I
he's
am here
also-
on that one also.
So we'll get him on Zoom as well.
Okay,
After you're finished with Miss Langoni.
okay.
Thank you. I see Hannah McNeese on here twice.
Oh, that's really weird.
I know. Okay, let's see. I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll, as long as it's not giving us feedback, we'll leave it alone. Ms. McNeese, you must be here on behalf of Bank of America?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, is Dwayne Wallace here? Is that you, sir? That's you? Okay, same thing. You're here for a pretrial. Do you have a phone with you that we can get you on Zoom with?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can get on Zoom.
Your Honor, I actually think we have this resolved as long as Mr. Wallace is under that same impression too. We sent him a consent judgment.
I have not got that in the mail, but yeah, we've resolved it because I'm going to Beyond Finance creditor. company.
Yep.
I haven't got the resolution letter yet.
Okay, on the record, call the case on the record in the matter of Bank of America versus Dwayne Wallace, 24-04903, counsel appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Hannah McNeese, P82477 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Mr. Wallace is present in the courtroom. You need to keep those people on Zoom, please. Mr. Wallace is present in the courtroom. Today was the date set for pre-trial, and this is for a civil matter, but the parties have come to a resolution, and this is going to be resolved by a consent judgment. Can you put the terms on the record, counsel?
Absolutely, Your Honor. So the damages in this case are $3,267.12 plus costs of $123.40. However, we are going to settle this case for $2,460. That will be a full and final settlement. It's going to be in monthly installments of $164 beginning on October 10th, 2024, and on the 10th of the month thereafter until paid in full.
That's how you want to resolve this, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so a judgment will enter against you by consent in the amount of $2,460. That's settlement, making this a complete and final resolution of this, that you'll make payments of $164 monthly beginning October 10th and on the 10th of their month thereafter, correct? Anybody threatening you to resolve the matter in this form? You understand that you had the right to proceed to trial and demand a jury trial in this matter if you wanted to? Oh, okay. And counsel, you're going to, you've already sent in paperwork?
I believe we did. However, I can also sign his name to the consent judgment, assuming Mr. Wallace, you're agreeable to that, and that's okay with you, Judge, as well.
Is it okay for her to sign paperwork with those terms on it? And
Also,
send
I
it
get a
directly?
copy of it.
Well, copy will be sent to you. We'll send one from the court too after we sign it, okay? Okay, so you give her permission to sign with your consent?
Yes.
Okay, so she'll sign that paperwork. That way you don't have to get whatever's in the mail, sign it and send it back for her to send it to us. And it'll be reflective of what was stated here on the record. And we'll get you a copy of the executed documents in the mail.
And a copy goes to Beyond Finance too. Because those are the people who's going to be making the payments. Because I got it set up through them and they're going to pay.
You consolidate it and then you'll make one payment to them, they'll pay off.
Right.
It makes sense. Okay, so counsel, can you see to it that they get a copy of that?
Absolutely.
Okay, and so you'll want to make sure and confirm that they receive it, but she's going to agree to send a copy to them, okay?
It's not going to take about a week or so.
She can get that paperwork signed today. We'll get into the system and sign it. So it should be about a week. Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Not on
Counsel?
plaintiff's behalf. Nope.
You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, well, then you're all set.
Thank you so
You're
much, Your
welcome.
Honor. Thank you, Mr. Wallace.
Thank you. Okay, I need to put Ms. Smith in the meeting room with Ms. Langone. And we need to bring up yeah, I think, and then somebody else. I think that's it. Okay. Ms. McNeese, can you still hear? I don't know why it has her on there twice.
You're right.
Ms. Langoni, are you all set?
I am.
Okay, let's see. Council, were you all able to complete your joint pretrial statement?
Yes, Your Honor, I did complete the statement. I wrote everything out. I went ahead and signed it, on behalf of the plaintiff. I wasn't sure how to handle that in terms of Ms. Langoni and how I need to go ahead and get this over to the court.
Okay, Ms. Langoni, did you want to give her permission to put your signature on there?
I'd like to see it first.
Okay, no problem. Council, can you send it to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov?
Judge Simmons Courtroom, all one word, at
lansingmi.gov.
lansingmi.gov.
Yep, MI like Michigan. Yep.
Yes, but no dot between Lansing and MI, just lansingmi.gov.
Yep,
Okay.
one word, yep. Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov. And then I'll have Ms. Langoni return to the courtroom, and then I'm going to send Mr. Smith to go in the private meeting room with you now.
Okay, sure. Give me just a moment and I'll get this right over to you, Judge.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you.
You're all set. All right, thank you. You're welcome.
You should have received a request to join the breakout room. You can join.
Yes, I believe I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can send you another one.
Okay. I'm join again.
Ms. Smith, did you and Mr. Smith meet already?
Yes, Your Honor, we did, and I just wanted to double check with you on something. We are actually resolved. We have reached an agreement and a payment plan. So I just wanted to confirm that we can send him that paperwork and that we don't need to proceed with doing the pretrial statement today.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, he has set up a payment arrangement. The paperwork regarding that will go out to him likely tomorrow. It looks like it was already requested today. So that should go out to him tomorrow. So I would expect him, he's aware that he would need to sign and return that to us. And then as soon as we have that from Mr. Smith, we will get that signed and filed with the court.
Perfect. That's how you want to proceed, Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Okay, well then, what we'll do is, council, we'll just reset this pretrial 30 days out. That's really just a control date to make sure we don't lose track of the paperwork getting filed. And so,
Sure.
Once that paperwork is filed, then we can remove that date off the file, off the docket. And so, Mr. Smith, he's free to go today, unless he has questions for the court.
No, ma'am.
Okay, oh, you can go get our iPad. Thank you.
Sure.
You had any issues with that, ma'am?
No,
Okay, you signed it?
I did.
Okay, I need it back if she signed it. Okay, and then we're all set on Ms. Langoni's matter as well.
Okay, perfect. Were there any changes made to the order?
There were no changes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Langoni.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we have, counsel.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.
Same to you.
Yes.
Yes, we can come to city, you guys have a resolution. Oh, I'm sorry.